Howdy! My spookies, my scaries, and my non-binary skeletons. It's me! Kreed! And today I'm joined by the most supernatural. It's that song you just heard was Orchid Horror from the Homestick albums. And today we are just gonna play a couple of spooky games. Don't question anything that's at the very start of a stream. That's just a fool's errand. Anyway, the very first game we're going to be checking out. Let me get it on screen, because it is in browser. Game called Delivery Mystery. Let me screen share this to Mako Ad.
Yay.
What? Huh?
Sight.
It's one of my favorite senses. Mako, what is your favorite sense?
Sight.
I'm a big fan of proprioception.
You could still get by without that. With sight, it would just be harder.
Absolutely cautious of what you're doing. I'm playing horror games. Am I full screen or am I not full screen? The full screen button's there, but like...
There's two full screen buttons overlaid on top of each other.
Which is the... Which is the full screen? Which is the right one? I can't press either of them now.
I think this is just how it's gonna be played.
Let me get F5 real quick. I guess we'll just do it like this. Warning, this game contains violent, strong language, jump scares, scary things, also cringe things. Individuals with heart conditions, epilepsy, or other symptoms should consult with a healthcare professional before playing this game. You can't recommend we talk to our doctor before playing your game. Characters and story in this game are fictional, similar to actual persons and events, or purely coincidental. I don't think anyone is going to be suing you. I'm just going to give you that solid guess real quick. This game will cause a heart attack. You need to talk to your doctor before playing this game. Okay. Yep, we got to... I can make it at least bigger for you people.
That is awful sounding wildcard. I hate like creepy spook music where it's just like kind of fucked up like keyed instrument of
Thanks.
just going like do 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 like forever.
I don't see your horror music tutorial.
So is this 15 FPS for them as well, or is that just me?
I think it's just 15 FPS.
This is a blast of the past right here.
This game is hurting my eyes.
Ah, gotcha, Dave. Well, you're not Dave. It's me, you
no,
idiot.
it's me. It's me, you idiot. It's hard to tell, but there's yellow text there that says the names.
Oh, hello, my delivery man. Yeah, sorry for the little bit of inconvenience. So, you ready to meet some lonely girls, hoping they'll give you alternate payment method?
I'm gay. Your dirty jokes are cringe, Bob.
Fuck you, but anyway, let's get to work, shall we?
No. The sensitivity is leaves a lot to be desired. Nope, that just puts me out of the screen.
Did you hit escape?
Yeah.
Whenever you're full screen, there is like a weirdly distracting yellow border on the very edge of the screen that I see.
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah, I don't think they get that.
There is just a very distracting yellow border.
It's like it's somehow drawing my eyes away from every direction but the center, so it's equaling out toward the center again.
SpongeBob. Wait a second, this is the restaurant from the other generic horror game I played.
Which one?
The one that was like every horror game, because like the phone was here, and then there was the drive-thru. And then because like we went through there to get around the back to outside. Because if we go out this way, the drink machine would be to the right. Yeah.
Okay, it's starting to make
Burgerity.
sense how people make games like this. They probably just like, like at a certain point of developer skill, like, you know, in the lower end of it, it is kind of just like puzzle pieces of like taking bits from different asset sources, including like the way the game plays and just all that shit, and just throwing it together. No, you already understand the assignment, do you?
Man, it would be so easy to make video games if my standards were significantly lower. Yes, sir.
Cool, now grab all the food and deliver. Don't forget to grab their money. Now grab that flashlight, you won't have that with you. Oh, Becky, guess what? Delivery bike is out of commission. Someone fucking stole the engine.
They stole the engine to the bike? Oh, right, it's a motorbike. Understood. It's a moped, presumably.
A van costs 40K. We can't get ingredients. That van broke.
Am I gonna have to drive a vehicle in a horror game? A thing that always... Okay, so what do we have here? We have 7 beverages, 5 box meals from Burger City, Juicy, just 6 patties not in boxes or containers of any kind, and a bucket. Yep, I'll just shove that up my ass, I guess. Take that. Yep, figured F would be the flashlight button. Trash.
Uber Eats order. My average Uber Eats order is nothing because I'm not falling for that fucking scam in this economy.
Who's this purple glowing person? Why is there a witch at this table?
Do you want to be the witch or should I be the witch?
Oh, hello! Do you like my costume?
Yeah, I was gonna do something.
I went to a costume event and no one wanted to take a picture with me!
I think you're doing it better than
Now I hate myself!
Don't worry. I like your meal of large burger,
That's a big
fry,
fucking bottle
bucket
of soda.
chicken, fucking 3-liter bottle of soda.
It's like 2 gallons.
Why are you Urkel? Wait, what? I got the sound effect for a second there.
That is more than a 2 liter.
That's the 3-liter. I hate the constant sound of ticking.
Who's ordering a 2 liter for themselves? Penrose, you live in America. You know what these people are like.
My youth.
Yeah, literally, Avery fucking... That's up to you if you want to tell them about that.
So, well, it's not a big deal. When I was a youth, my parents would just buy us 2 liters of soda, just individually, to just sate us over a while. Order 1, order 2, order 3, order 4.
Okay, when you say over a while, like how many days?
Like, you know, a week, maybe less.
Okay, I thought they were buying you like 2 liters a day.
No, they can't afford 2 liters a day. But
Were
like
you mostly drinking water at least?
No, I was choicely drinking Mountain Dew, fucking Voltage and Code Red.
So wait, okay, the 2 liter lasted you a week, but it wasn't most of what you drank?
No,
Or
because I
was
did
most of
not
what you
drink
drank?
that much. The only thing I would drink would be the soda from the 2 liter. And when it ran out, I would get another 2 liter.
Jesus Christ. So wait, a 2 liter lasted you a fucking week of like nothing else being drank?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you were kids, so you were a smaller body, but still, that sounds wrong. Holy
Okay,
shit.
funsy ones. Okay, I have a problem, my dude. I'm going around the backside of your house. Go fuck yourself. I'm allowed to ride.
I do think giving a child a 2 liter bottle of soda is child abuse, and I'm actually not joking.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Look, if your child wants to eat nothing but candy for weeks on end, it would be abuse to not give them candy. Grandfather Edward.
My favorite delivery guy. I'm not sure, sir.
Well, to be honest, I hate it, but I guess I'm just stuck here. Jobs are tough to find.
I understand. I'm the change. Back in my day, finding a job was a piece of cake. You're
Wow,
white.
a boomer who actually understands that the job market has changed. Yeah, now I like to learn billionaire success stories.
No, this is success stories. They come from different backgrounds. Today it's study the failures. We're wrong, so and how they did they overcome it. Yeah, but I know you can do it. Even now, parents must be. I can't hear myself think or know what I'm about to say when you shine a flashlight in my eyes because it's the same color as the subtitles. Parents must be proud of you with your job.
Proud? They expect me to be an engineer. How am I supposed to make them proud with this job?
Because you serve more people than your mom.
What a cool guy. I can respect that guy. Burgerity. What a terrible name.
Burger, yeah, that's pretty bad. I like the name of the band I came up with, a fictional band called Chaos Theory, but I'm pretty sure there's probably already a band called Chaos Theory. The music is not good. I like composed a song, like an example of what it would be, and it's not good.
I'm glad that the door stays open. Okay, well, back to my job. Man, I miss drinking 2 liters of soda. There was something magical about it. Like, it wasn't good for me, but the fact that I had access to the beverage I enjoy drinking in mass quantities was something special.
Like, you have no fucking idea how lucky you are that you did not develop cavities.
Yeah, my teeth are perfect. Okay, I did get a cavity, like, later in my life, but not during that, which is wild to me.
Like, my parents did not enforce me brushing my teeth at all when I was a kid, and I didn't want to brush my teeth because, you know, that's annoying to do when I was a kid, and all I cared about was instant gratification and shit, because, you know, kids are animals.
Yep.
So I never brushed my teeth, and I ended up having a dental problem later in life that cost me either $1,000 or $2,000. I'll say 1 to be conservative with it, but it might have been 2.
Barrel burger.
That was a great noise.
I squelch the Borg. Squelch, squelch, squelch.
American Zombie Teenage Weekend. That's such a simple name. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Why are you always on my ass, Chick? Why are you always on my ass?
There's a lot to be on.
Simple doesn't mean bad. Maybe you're not implying it's bad, but I don't know. I feel when someone says it like that, I don't know. There's multiple bands named Chaos Theory already. Well, shit, that means I could make my own if there's already competing ones. If there's two, there might as well be 3. Simple is good. Simple is the best, though. I forget who says that.
Excuse me. Is this order for Mr. Barusadar Kipularang?
Is that a real? Is that? That is a real name. What part of the world would that even be from? Because that doesn't look like any language I've ever seen in my life.
Is that blackface?
It looks a little bit like Justin Trudeau.
Well,
Yeah.
Mako,
Yes. He very happy me asphalt.
I kind of love this game.
where did he go? I wish I was under the influence of substances. Well, let's get on with my job. This is just what working in customer service is. Chad, if you've not worked in a food service job, this is in fact just what it is.
The fucking uncanniness of like the somewhat broken English with the like simple ass models that just say weird shit and just like walk in the simplest walk cycle directly away from you every time you're done talking to them.
Out of sight, disappears.
This game is kind of perfect. And if it was better, it wouldn't be as good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of games like that. Burger.
Yeah, wild card. Like someone was it someone? I don't know. Someone recently suggested I get a job as like at a grocery store or something like that. If I was stocking shelves, it'd be one thing. I'd still hate it like a lot. But like, dude, can you imagine being a cashier, like at a grocery store, especially where you were just a part, like you were a factory worker. You were just at the end of a conveyor belt, and you just scanned shit forever.
Wait, I'm about to come.
I interpreted that differently.
It was spelled C-O-M-E, Mako. Get your mind to the fucking gutter. Excuse me, is this order for Mr. Alfred D'Angel? Oh my, tasty, tasty burgity. Yeah, it's me. Thank you.
Look out for that, I'm not done with you.
Sorry, that's my wife. We're in the middle of, you know, household problem. So here's the... What a bad day. My wallet's in my bedroom.
Hey, Alfred, be quick.
Just wait here, hey, kid. I'll go get it. Be right back. If you take too long, you know why.
Fucking the scamper sound as well.
Lovely knife for it. You know, I never really understood the thing that people do in video horror games like this, where they make the flashlight sort of trail after like your vision. That's not how a person in real life uses a flashlight. Like, your hand-eye coordination is pretty good. If you're holding a flashlight, it will tend to point where you're looking regardless, unless you're doing something else with your hands. So it's like, it doesn't like trail after, like your hand does not just like follow along afterwards in like a slow meander. It's pretty sharp with it.
Yeah. I just want to say real quick.
Yo.
If humanity had any fucking idea what it was doing, food service jobs would like we would just make robots do all of the like conveyor belt shit, like being a cashier and stuff like that, and then the extra money that the grocery stores make from not having to hire workers would just still go to people, and instead of just the grocery store.
Sorry to keep you waiting for so long. I didn't bring my bad day to you. This is the money. Thank you so much.
Like I know the what?
The game definitely expected me to enter the building for whatever reason, but I liked just waiting, and that it actually did pay off. They did eventually just come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the hell you would actually make that happen, but if you would like control humanity as an entire unit, just be the commander of the planet, that's what you would do. Just let the robots work. Mega wants us to be ants. What? Oh, yeah, like... Well, ants don't follow a central command structure. They don't get orders from the queen. They just, like... They want to give her stuff. And they work together out in the field as individuals communicating.
Game? Game. It didn't like me pressing the back button.
Oh no. Oh no.
I probably should have downloaded this game.
Why not also the boring and like soul-crushing jobs though with Penrose?
I could do it fast. I could do it.
As
You
long
can
as the
speedrun it.
people who would be working those would still be getting money. Like eventually it's gay space communism, where it's just like the robots do all the shit no one wants to do and you just lounge around because you're just producing wealth like that. But like for everyone, not just the CEOs. That's yeah, so this whole thing's gonna have to happen again, huh?
Don't worry, we're quick. We're quick with it. We're quick with it.
There's people who enjoy them. I'm not saying every job. I'm not saying like cafe has to be a robot, but like, you know, just a grocery store cashier should not be worked at as a person.
It's fucked up that, hot take, it's fucked up that we use AI to try to do creative things when we should just use AI to do all the menial things.
Yeah.
An AI can do the job of stocking a shelf, I'm quite certain. I'm glad this game was smart enough to not give me the ability to drive a vehicle.
Be pretty slow though. Like humans are pretty fast at stocking shelves. You would need a guy with arms, like you would need a guy with like a forklift that goes up and then it pushes a thing onto a shelf, and it would probably be kind of slow. And also, what if literally anything goes wrong?
And you have people there to make sure that it doesn't burger.
What the fuck?
But yeah, like, Mako, saying that is like saying, like, why don't we just build cars by hand? Like, we used to, and then we have machines for it. It's like, what if the machines go wrong? Yeah, we have people for that, to watch the machines, to make sure that they don't do it, but without the people having to go through back-baking labor every day. You still have people employed to watch the machines to make sure they're not fucking up, and to fix problems when they go wrong. You just have less people having to do mind-numbing labor every day.
Yeah. And yes, Penrose, this is not what I would want in the current climate of the economy and its propensity to actually help anyone.
Shout out to Charlie Bucket's dad.
Charlie Bucket?
You've never seen Willy Wonka because you refuse to engage in media that involves a child becoming a blueberry because you have a really weird mentality.
It's called I Don't Want to See That.
It's a torture! Just because people later decided to make it into a decided to make it into a fetish does not mean the original usage of it was invalid. It was a perfectly valid torture method.
I still don't want to see it though.
Why?
Mako's anti-blueberry. It's a thing involving a child that I have only ever seen on DeviantArt before. I don't want to see it.
There are other children to be tortured in that movie.
Why do you? What are the? How do? What? Check. Can you believe how this person like constructs their arguments?
You can see other forms of torture besides the blueberryfication.
That doesn't appeal to me.
You do not like.
Every single thing you've said has
you
made me.
Don't
everything
like
you said
seeing...
has made me want to watch it less. Every single word.
Well, yeah, I already know you don't want to watch it at all, and I feel like I can't make an argument that'll make you want to watch it more. So why not just make arguments that make you want to watch it less?
No, Penrose, I'm not saying the movie makers were bad for doing it. I'm saying I don't want to fucking see it. What are we arguing about, though? Is that they want to force me to watch a fucking movie.
I'm not forcing you to watch anything. I'm finding it surprising that you would not watch something for such a petty reason.
Okay, well, I don't. Maybe I also just don't want to watch a movie about children being tortured in general. Like now that you've described,
not really the subject of the subject of the matter is
also,
that
okay, being like extremely uncomfortable is not a petty fucking reason. Like for Christ's sake,
it's a weird thing to be uncomfortable about.
It's really not.
I have never seen somebody unwilling to watch the movie because of that. You are the only person I've ever seen who will not watch that movie because they associate one scene with a fetish. They'd be like saying you can't. They'd be like saying you can't watch like that one Ant-Man movie because a character who's technically a minor becomes giant for a moment. Because technically, giant is another fetish.
It's not as off-putting and weird. I don't know. Like it's not like I don't know why the fuck I have to justify this. It's really fucking odd that you are making me justify my discomfort with watching a child turn into a blueberry. Mako is right. It's weird. Thank you.
Docs, hello. Don't see you very often in the chat, but like I'm just. I get that it is weird from your perspective knowing one thing before knowing the other thing, but it's weird that you would forgo an entire cult classic movie because
Dude,
one scene.
About Willy Wonka, I still probably wouldn't watch it even if it wasn't for that scene.
It's not even actual torture.
Oh my god, I didn't even know it was about child torture until you mentioned it.
It's not about child torture.
I have never been at all like, if you give me a universe where that scene does not happen at all and there's no reference to it, there's no context missing, I still wouldn't watch the fucking movie.
It's a movie about a bunch of assholes getting comeuppance. They survive at the end.
I'm a determinist. I hate that shit.
Yeah, and they should have determined to be better people. They became better people at the end of the movie. That's sort of the point.
Like, people getting...
Like, the entire thing of, like, Violet's character is she's an incredibly prideful person who doesn't listen to anybody saying anything. So when told, don't eat the fucking experimental bubblegum, she's like, I'm the best at bubblegum, I can handle the bubblegum. Then she chews the bubblegum and becomes a fucking berry. And so they have to fucking juice her. And then she just decides, maybe I could be good at things that are not the bubble gum. But
Yeah,
she's
no,
stuck being blue forever.
Docs is illustrating my thoughts without me having to say them.
Being horribly mutilated for life because you're a dick is stupid. They're not horribly mutilated. If anything, Violet gets the best out of it. She doesn't have bones anymore. It's great.
What? I don't...
At the end of the movie, the latest movie, you see her coming out of the building, and she's incredibly flexible because all of her bones are basically elastic now. So she's better off for it.
Okay, Yeah, no, I don't want to watch a movie about children making mistakes and then, like, the fucking revenge against them that you're supposed to feel satisfaction in, like a maniac.
Okay, check. Only one of them gets horribly stretched. But to be fair, he was very small, and they had to fix him being small. To be fair, out of all of them, Mike TV was probably the worst of them. That kid was... I don't want to be presumptive, but he's the kind of person who would grow up to be a school shooter. I'm just saying. He would have used 4chan. Like, the dude was associated with the sin of wrath for a reason. Okay, where is the secret burger? Yes, they're all associated with sins. Augustus Gloop is gluttony, that person's glowing orange. Violet Beauregard is pride. Veruca Salt is greed. Mike TV is sort of sloth and wrath. And Charlie Bucket is envy.
I'm not gonna actually, like, if chat responds to this, I'm just gonna ignore them because I know you don't like talking about philosophy. I'm just gonna say, like, one sentence. Not believing in free will makes it fucking impossible to enjoy movies about, like, people being assholes and then, oh, you get to see them get punished for your amusement.
I mean, it's cartoon violence. That'd be like saying you can't watch Looney Tunes because Daffy Duck says something rude, then he gets hit with a shotgun and his beak's on the back of his face now. That was clearly uncalled for because he was determined to do it. His determinism said he was going to do that. It's like, you're allowed to ignore your philosophy for the sake of entertainment.
Yeah, but is it what Docs is saying, and, like, you're supposed to feel morally superior to a child, and that's, like, the point of it? Because that's, like, a lowest common
Not
denominator.
really. Like, you're supposed to be, like, somewhat satisfied that people are being taught a lesson, even if the lesson is rather physical in Willy Wonka. Like, the kids are all, like, the worst. And they are, by the end of it, they are being raised better. Because one of the important things out of it is that the parents are just as much at fault here as the kids are, because the parents have been raising their children terribly. The entirety of, like, in the latest one, in the entirety of, like, Veruca Salt's song doesn't even have Veruca Salt in it. She's knocked out at the very beginning of the song. The entire song is to the dad being like, geez, I wonder why my daughter's such a fucking asshole to everyone. Maybe it's because her parents spoils her, but with every fucking thing. And then he gets pushed into a garbage chute. Borger! Mako, look at Borger.
Burger.
This is a Mako tier Borger. Who are you?
I want to eat a muffin. You be the orange thing.
Greetings, young one. Fate has led thee to my presence. Who are you? I am Base, a knight hailing from Burgeriax. The 7 divine burgers of Burgeriax have been scattered across this mortal coil. My undead form, however, is ill-equipped to reclaim them. Wherefore I implore thee, immortal, to undertake this quest. Should you succeed, the blessing of Burgeriax shall be yours. Okay. Well, I have found the one at the restaurant and the one at the first 3 locations. So clearly there should be one more here, and then 2 more elsewhere. I don't think those 2 big ones count. I wish this game had a sprint button.
When the developer just doesn't give a single shit about you, they know where the burgers are. It doesn't take them that long.
Burger! Trash burger!
I really hate the sound.
Okay, so I gotta think. If that's the 5th burger... Because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna guess there's one more at the restaurant, because there's one inside. I bet there's one outside. You know where I bet the other one is? I bet it's inside that one guy's house. What was fucked up for that movie series is that a lot of people just thought the kids were supposed to die because the older movie did not show what happened to them, so it was just presumed like, oh yeah, they just fucking die, and that apparently the newer one was like being nice by showing that they all survive. But no, in the actual book, they do all in fact survive. There is in fact a scene showing them all leaving the factory. I think that I think in the original, in the book, I don't think they're, like, as mutilated. The movie is the one that sort of mutilates them. Well, some of them. Honestly, Veruca Salt comes out pretty fine because all she is covered in trash. She's otherwise okay. Did you know that in the original, Jet, did you know in the original book that, what happens to Veruca Salt and Mr. Salt, involves them becoming slaves to squirrels for a while? Why is this place empty? Like, because, you know, they're, you know, rich assholes, and they wanted a squirrel, and then they end up becoming a... Oh, they're asleep. So they end up becoming, like, indentured servants to squirrels for a while? That's fucked up. I think falling into a trash chute's funnier. Because it fits the joke of them being spoiled, because you throw away things that are spoiled. This is... Why are you doing this? Why are you here? Why are you blue? I did appreciate them delving into, like, Willy Wonka's motivation in the Johnny Depp version. I feel like that was sort of missed upon in the original one. But at the same time, I feel like there were parts that were in the original movie that were missed upon in the Johnny Depp version. Because, like, we didn't really get the scene that shows that Charlie Bucket is also flawed. Because, like, one of the main, like, results of the first movie is that Charlie Bucket is also a flawed person who, like, they stole the fizzy lifting drink. They lose. But but they apologized, and so that, like, that's why they ended up winning the factory, because they were the only person who recognized they did something wrong and was willing to apologize for it.
You know, I think it's kind of funny that, like, I'm not interested in watching that movie, but I am someone who has watched all of Super Jail, which is, for those who don't know, an Adult Swim cartoon about a guy who is just Willy Wonka, but even more eccentric. He's like Tumblr, like, you know, kind of guy girls would go for, kind of wacky. And he's in charge of a jail, and criminals are...
Excuse me, is this order for Diana?
Yes.
And that's me. Yes?
Oh, yeah. It's so fucking hard. Yes.
Does this help? Okay, thank you.
Anyway, it's like the goriest, most violent show that's ever been made. Just constant mass slaughter happening all the time.
Child dies from food poisoning. Parents' reaction. Who is to blame? But yeah, I won't watch things like Super Jail because I hate egregious violence to innocent people and torture porn in general.
Yeah, well, it's...
I will gladly watch cartoon violence done to people as like a comeuppance, but I would prefer if they survive.
The reason I was able to watch it is because it's not something to take... It's like, it's so fucking absurd that it's like, it becomes cartoon violence, and it's like something to no longer take seriously.
Yeah, I prefer not to be desensitized to that.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Like, I probably wouldn't watch it again, because like, I'm not really into that kind of thing.
Like, I barely really wanted to watch, like, Invincible or The Boys at first because of what I knew about it.
Like, it didn't desensitize me to violence. Like, actual violence did not become any less serious or scary to me after that. It's just like, because it didn't even feel like violence to me. It just felt like, you know, just red goop spraying everywhere constantly.
Yeah, that's not really my thing. I don't like violence.
It's
which is
definitely
weird.
not every. I
Like,
would not. It's not a show I would recommend most people watch.
Tree Burger. But yeah, like it's weird. It's weird because like again, like in the same way that you said like you won't watch Willy Wonka, but you did watch Zero Jail, and I won't watch Zero Jail, but I like Danganronpa. Like which is another thing of people who are kind of fucked over by circumstance being tortured.
Yeah, well, it's not actually torture generally. It's just like, for one, like, not that this really makes it much better, because like, you know, human slaughter is human slaughter, but it is about like, yeah, like Shek said, for super duper criminals, like bad fucking hombres.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that like probably should not exist. So that makes it like a bit also easier to desensitize yourself to it. Desensitize yourself and face to bloodshed. Desensitize yourself and face to bloodshed.
Hello? Hello?
Look, Shek, the Omni-Man fight with the train scene in Invincible made me realize that, like, nah, this is a bit too much. Like, once it becomes Super Jail levels of that shit, but, like, in a show that I'm taking seriously, I'm kind of like, I don't know about this. With The Boys, it's not, like, as bad. It's like, I don't know. It's not as, it doesn't feel as senseless and meaningless and like unnecessarily cruel in The Boys.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of unnecessary cruelty. Like, if there is some like reasoning, like even if there's not a good reason, if there is some reasoning to the cruelty, I can watch it a little bit easier, I guess, because like that's one of the reasons why I like Danganronpa. I like the concept of an ironic punishment, but like I don't like just seeing people senselessly killed en masse. No. Nolan has a reason for for being an asshole. He does not have a reason for all of those people. The people have to die for a reason, and the reason cannot be for a completely unrelated motive. You know what I mean? Wildcard. If I wanted to, like, harass somebody and I decide to kill their family, that is me being a dick, and that it was unjustified. But if if I wanted to, like, to harass somebody, and so I break their legs, there's a reason to that. That person was clearly an asshole for what I was doing that. There's a logical connection between the victims and the motivation. The victims cannot be unrelated.
I 100% understand this feeling. Like, this used to bother me a lot as well, and I guess it's still, like, something I don't generally like to see, is that, like, when people who did not sign up for this shit end up dying.
Yeah, like, call me old-fashioned mafia rules, but you keep your work at work and you keep your home at home. Like, you don't mix the two. You don't go after the family, you don't go after the friends.
And if it's like for a setup to the story or something like that, like, you know, zombie apocalypse, obviously a lot of fucking innocent people would have to die for that to happen. That's one thing.
I think
it's not, you know, it's not when it's constantly happening, and that's like kind of what it's I don't know.
I think because I did all of the deliveries, I think it entered an end state where I'm supposed to finish the game, and I think that's why it's not letting me do the burger guy. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna quickly do the burger route, presumably.
Man, I have an hour and 15 minutes. Good job, man. Is your guys okay? All right.
Ending. Just another day. Why is that so loud? Don't worry.
Yeah, check. I've heard that the comic is bad. Is it just like violence for violence sake in the comic? Is it just like it's a really shit comic, just evil. That sounds fair.
Yeah, if it's just torture porn, that's just not really something I'm interested in.
Alright, Adrian, what do we talk about while you search for Berg?
I mean, I know where the burgers are, I just need to go get them.
Yeah, that's still gonna take like 5 minutes.
Continuing on the topic, I think one of the reasons why I like Willy Wonka and Danganronpa is because both of them involve, children being creatively tortured to the sound of fucking jamming music. Hot take, all crimes are cooler if there's really pumping beats going on at the time.
Gone with me, of your imagination.
It's not a crime in Ultra Kill. In Ultra Kill, it's justified.
Would you see with defiance? explanation. Both of you have died. Simply turn around and leave. I don't remember the words to this part. Wanna change the world, there's nothing to it. The first time I ever actually heard that full song was in an Omori video that was posted years before the game came out. I forget what it was called. But they made me very enchanted to that game and its potential. I knew it was going to be something special. And then it took me forever to actually play it after it came out.
And you refuse to watch where that song's from.
I do really like the song, though.
It's a good song. That one's from the original movie.
Yeah, Penrose, I honestly think it might take me like 2 years to finally play Ultra Kill. Maybe more. I'm not joking. With the amount of games I would rather play than Ultra Kill. And I want to play Ultra Kill, but like, dude, I haven't played Metal Gear.
The Ultra Kill's shorter.
Well, I gotta play at least one Metal Gear game before I play Ultra Kill. And there's other things I want to play, like, you know, Danganronpa.
Wait, did I find all the burgers, or have I failed to find all the burgers so far? So I've now found 2 here, because I found the one at the first restaurant. The one at the restaurant. There was the one on the table. There was the one on the barrel. There are the 2 that were here at the bus stop and the tree. And then there's the one that was at the dumpster. I am missing one. Maybe that's why it didn't end, because I didn't find the last one. Is the burger inside of this house?
Yeah, it sounds like the boys' comic is just like, hey, look how edgy we are, from the sounds of it.
It just sounds like It just sounds like 4chan. Bunsy got Jersey Mike's. Did you get it with the juice? That's good fun, Bunsies. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Wait, what's the juice?
It's sort of a mixed. If I recall, it's like oil, vinegar, and some other like spice seasonings on their sandwich.
Oh, I should try that maybe.
Yeah, it's called the juice. There's a Jersey Mike's not too far from here. They're like a more expensive version of Subway. Okay, so let's think about this rationally. There was one burger at the first place. There's one burger at the second place because the second place is too small to have another burger. The third place has enough space for another burger. So, location 2. And I say the third place because I'm including the restaurant as one. We are not counting like an array. I bet they're hiding the burger out in the woods.
People smoke dried up aborted fetuses in the boys' comic. Is it meant to be like a parody of edgy comics, or is it just like, do they just think that that's cool?
That's just absurd. At that point, it's just being, like, ridiculous. Anyways, now that we have enough Borgorg, we can talk to base. All your base are belong to us. Collect my 8 pages. Mako, put collect my 8 pages on the screen.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Figure it out. You're my co-host. Collect my 8 pages. Chat, do you like this image of Markiplier I drew once? I did it in a fucking tabletop, so hence the art looking terrible. Gratitude be thine, young one. Henceforth thou art a warrior of Burgeriax. The essence of our order now flows within thee. Cool. Can I have one of the big burgers?
Probably, I guess, just go beat the game now.
Would Mel have one of those ones?
You keep asking me about his propensity to eat burgers, and I'm like, there's literally a whole thing where he's like kind of uncomfortable with.
What if it's an impossible burger?
Sure, but at that point, it's like, I don't know, if you have to specify it every time, then I don't know.
Well, then just assume I'm referring to an impossible burger unless otherwise mentioned. Jeez, don't make it a fucking ordeal.
Okay, I suppose.
Sounds like a federal fucking issue. Like, if I was hanging out with, like, a couple friends and one was, like, a vegan and I said, hey, do you want to go out and get some burgers? I feel like they would assume I'm not referring to them getting one of the meat burgers.
Yeah.
Chat, read Hopeless Organic. Now only $9.99 with an order of a McDonald's Whopper. Chat, should we go in the house or should we not go in the house? So why does this game have, like, film grain? Like, we're not videotaping, so what's the film grain adding?
Make it look better.
Imagine going to a chain burger joint and ordering the competition's burger. It'd be interesting. Like, what, like, if you try to order what is effectively the other competition's sandwich, do you think that they could try to make it with the ingredients they have on hand? To try to make something, like, akin to it? I hope I'm doing this correctly. I don't actually know what getting, like, the spirit of the burger is supposed to do for me.
The instant that they said that the name of the character was Stormfront in that show, I was like, bro. Bro, come on. Bro, come on.
Yeah.
Avery, I just saw the Hydra on the cello. I don't know how long they've been there.
I told you they were practicing.
God. How did I not think to realize?
I say things that are very obvious and present constantly. Can I use my burger powers now? Do I get the burger powers ending? No, I did not get the burger powers ending.
Was there literally just no reward? Was it just like, hi, hey, you did it, cool?
What, was I supposed to go in the house? I don't want to play this game again.
Please don't.
We're only ending 1 of 5, Mako!
Huh?
We're ending 1 of 5, Mako!
We're halfway through my time on this stream. I want to see something else.
Okay. If you want to see the other 4 endings, chat, go play Delivery Mysteries free on itch.io.
Not a single person who just heard that is going to go play this game.
Chat, please, I need to know what the power of the burger does. You should come back to this.
Hey, look, it's
I'll
me.
keep it in mind.
Look, it's me.
They can't see that.
Oh.
Okay, next game.
So, Jack, what you're saying is Stormfront is just like every 4chan user's nightmare / fetish.
Okay, we are now going to play a game called Bad Quiz. Luckily, I'm a smart genius who knows all of the things. I've hosted a game show or 2 in my time. Full screen.
Wait, did that say brought to you by...
Jump scares.
What was that at the bottom right of the main menu?
Brought to you by a 4, it looks like.
Okay, wait. No, yeah, that's not the Kreed logo. It reminded me of the Kreed logo.
It's missing 3 lines to be the Kreed logo. The Kreed logo has a line there, a line there, and a line there.
Like, for a second, I was like, wait, did you have something to do with this?
No. It would be really funny, though. Anyways, we're gonna take a quiz. This game is only for big kids. Are you an adult? No, I'm this many! Yes, I am very grown up.
This is a visual novel. You could have theoretically made this.
This game has some small jump scares. Are you okay with that? Yeah. You can change the
I
setting
can
anytime
actually
the
tell
preference
just by
made.
looking at this that this was made in Ren'Py.
Oh, yeah.
You're finally awake. You were out for quite a while. I was afraid I'd spoiled the fun.
Who's this?
Welcome to Bad Quiz Horror
Never mind.
Edition.
He just has a sex
With your
appeal,
host.
is all I'm saying. I don't know.
He's got a sex appeal.
Well, I'm sure you've heard of me by now.
TV show hosts just have sex appeal. Do you know this, Freak?
Wait,
Nope.
really? You're not joshing me? Oh. I'm the fucking quiz batter.
The quiz batter.
I've been hacking the airwaves to televise my deadly quiz show every Halloween! For years! Fuck you, dude. Seriously. Watch the fucking news or something. If you survive my quiz...
There's
Hell
a
yeah.
lot more
Ride
effort.
it back home. The
Most
rules are as follows.
What was that?
There's a lot more effort than most Ren'Py things.
Could appreciate that.
You will enter 3 rooms in which you will be asked 5 questions. Each room will focus on a specific category.
I'm
of
very
horror
familiar with
media.
horror media.
And if in any
I'm not.
room you get 3 out of 5 questions wrong, you die.
So I
Well,
just
I've
need to
seen
get
Cabin
3
in the
correct.
Woods. That's like the only movie I've
You
ever
got all
seen
that?
of horror is Cabin in the Woods. So I
Can you
basically understand the whole genre.
Can you explain it again?
Of course, we want a fair game here. The rules are as you will enter 3 each, and if in you got all that. The rules are as follows. You will enter 3 rooms. Each room will, and if in any you die, you got all that.
Can you explain it again?
Christ, are you fucking? I'm gonna be nice and go over it one more time. And if you ask me to repeat myself again, you die. The screen was supposed to shake there. Oh, there it is. Alright, run it back one more time. The rules are as follows. You will enter 3 rooms in which you will be. Each room will focus on a and if in it, you die. You got all that?
No, can you explain it again?
Bye.
He died. Point total is 0.
Seriously? The rules aren't even complicated. Idiot.
I got secret 1 out of 3. Yes, I'm very grown up. Yeah.
You were out for quite a while. Well,
Yep.
of course, tell the audience my name. Try to sound terrified as you do it.
The Riddler.
What? No, that's not right at all. Don't you watch the fucking news? I'm the quiz batter. I've been televising victims of my deadly quiz show for years, and you're my next victim. So listen up. The rules are as you will at each, and if it you got it.
Yep.
Let's start the bad quiz. Why is it called bad quiz, you ask?
Because it
Because this
sucks.
show is morally wrong. And that's the canonical reason. I'm a very self-aware serial killer. Let's get this
You will
quiz
100%
started.
know that there are girls who would see this guy and be like, "Oh, please, Mr. Quizbatter, kidnap me and force me onto your game show and then fucking kill me because I'm a dumb bitch."
Yeah, Mako, sure. I agree with the things
No,
that you're
there's-
saying.
There's at least one girl who thinks that about this guy.
Yeah, I feel like I know some.
Pick your first doom.
I didn't say most women, Jack.
Room. I meant to say room, but I misspoke. Get it together, you're on TV. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Can you hear me? Don't bother answering. I can't hear you right now. Just pick a door, and when you go in, that will be your category. You get it. I think you get it.
Music.
Music.
Music. Art for the ears, as they say. And also, the hardest category to come up with questions for.
That's not that true. I came up with many questions relating to music for the Kreed produce.
I'm just saying it. Nobody really appreciates that part of the job.
As somebody who has made quiz shows, making the questions is a difficult part, but I have fun with it.
Just go in the door. Welcome to the music room.
Now that's what I call Halloween.
Hey, Death Clock. Adult
Ozzy
Swim
Osbourne,
reference.
Scorpion, Def Leppard, Motorhead.
It's where I record all my big hits. My most groundbreaking track, the fabled Red Note. That's right, the note that makes you shit blood until you die. Everybody thought it was a myth, but I found it. But enough about my genius, let's quiz!
Creepy screech sound plays. That's Werewolves of London, Monster Mash, Halloween
You probably
theme.
just got the sensation that something bad was about to happen, huh? That's because you've been trained to by composers for decades. They've been brainwashing you. What instrument is used to make that creepy sound? A, the theremin.
That's a water phone.
Very correct. Developed by Richard Waters for use in his band's music in the late 1960s and patented in 1975, the waterphone has become a sonic staple of unsettling soundscapes. Waters produced over 1,000 variations on the waterphone, in addition to being an award-winning painter and designer.
I love the waterphone. It's one of my favorite instruments.
I never really liked Metalocalypse that much.
His name's Waters. That's why it's called the waterphone. Oh, they just got that.
Oh, is that Muck?
I was just telling Penrose, I never really liked Metalocalypse that much. I think I just watched it because it was like in between other shows I wanted to watch or something like that.
That's fair.
You've proven you know a thing. Isn't that nice?
I know some things.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a thing, according to my nephew.
It is!
In the game, a certain tune plays when you're about to die.
Dude, come on.
That's Toreador March from the famous opera Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who wrote this opera? Is it A, Giuseppe Verdi, B, Georges Bizet, C,
I don't
Giacomo
fucking
Puccini,
know.
or D, Claude Debussy? And yes, it's pronounced Debussy,
I was gonna ask.
not Debussy.
Debussy.
It was never Debussy. I know you wanted it to be Debussy. You
I know
wanted
a song
Debussy so
by-
bad.
You want to Debussy so bad.
But you can't have Debussy.
Yeah, I know a song by Debussy.
I'm gonna say it's Giacomo Puccini. Wait. Is that food? Is Giacomo Puccini a food?
Maybe he's a JoJo character.
It's Giuseppe Verdi.
No.
God damn it.
Bizet is the correct answer.
Damn it.
His opera Carmen has a few tunes you'd probably recognize. You should look it up. But we both know you won't. The Exorcist is one of the few horror film themes that also became a chart-topping hit. In 1974, it was in the top 10 of the UK charts all year. It's also one of the few horror themes not actually written for the movie. They bought the rights to use it in The Exorcist, which means the song's title is not The Exorcist theme. What is the name of this iconic track? A, Tubular Bells. B, Tubular Bells 2. C, Tubular Bells 3. D, The Killing Fields.
I feel like B or C are a trick to make you think that it isn't one of them, which it actually is one of them. Because it's so stupid that it's meant to think it isn't.
It's Tubular Bells.
That's right.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking, because, like, as a person who's made game shows, they added 2 and 3 to make you understand the context that that it would probably have a number after it. So then you'd be thinking, okay, is it 2 or is it 3? Because they wouldn't add them for no reason. But then they obviously, like, it's supposed to be a trick comes up, so it's like, it cannot be 2 or 3, because the 2 and 3 are making you think it's 2 and 3, so the answer must be the 1 version of it, which is just Tubular Bells. Nailed it!
The song Tubular Bells comes from the album also called Tubular Bells due to its heavy use of the instrument tubular bells. Technically the introduction to part 1 of Tubular Bells, but whatever. Wow, you literally can't lose this round. Kinda ruins the drama. Oh, you know what? If you win this round, you get 1 lifeline. And I save you if the final round proves too challenging.
I love a lifeline.
The first Resident Evil game is famous for its score that is... well, the nice way of putting it is artfully dissonant. However, the credited composer of that game was a liar! Not only was he having his scores ghostwritten by Takashi Higaki, but he also made another fraudulent claim. What else did this fraud composer falsely claim? A. He could play the piano. B. He was Japanese. C. He had perfect pitch. Or D. He was deaf.
I don't know, but it'd be funny to say that he was deaf.
That's the one!
Huh.
This fraud also claimed he was a deaf composer like Beethoven. In actuality, he had a relatively mild hearing impairment. And also, wasn't a fucking composer.
Fair enough.
Some people, man, just no morals.
I get it. Hey, Mako, what did Beethoven become after he died?
A skeleton.
A decomposer. Anyways.
Anyway, shall we continue our game of death? Sweeney Todd is probably the most famous horror musical.
It's a good one.
So famous it seems to have entirely eclipsed its source material.
The Demon Barber from Fleet Street.
The original character was a villain in a Penny Dreadful serial that ran from 1846 to 1847. Can you tell me the name of that serial? A. String of Pearls. B. The Mysteries of London. C. Newgate Calendar. Or D. Leather Apron. Nope, and the real title does not seem right. String of Pearls was a mystery story following a girl named Joanna looking for her missing lover Mark, who gave her a string of pearls as a gift. Hence the title. She uncovers the horrific secret of Sweeney and Mrs. Lovett's mutually beneficial business plan, but eventually is able to save and marry Mark in the end. Kinda cool that a girl was like the hero of the story. That's neat. But like many Penny Dreadfuls, the author is unknown.
I like the Penny Dreadful format of Magic the Gathering.
You know the drill. Pick a door, try not to die.
Folklore in games. I like video game.
Really? You went with games? No, it's fine, really. Really, it's totally fine. Not everybody likes choosing a real category. I get it.
Fair enough. Sass.
Welcome to Game Shock.
Oh boy! Resident Evil 6! Rick and Morty! Gamer Chair! Crepper! Howblock! Until Dawn! Hedgehog! Why is there a large shoe up there?
But the only game you need to worry about is the quiz. And also that giant shoe that'll crush you if you lose this round. Like in the Marios, when he jumps on the turtles.
I see.
Let's start off with some gaming history, shall we?
Okay.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
The first horror games ever released was named Haunted House. In what year was this game released?
82.
A. 1972. B. 1976.
That was probably not 82.
C. 1980. Or D. 1982.
You said 1982.
Correct. But I'll pass
What?
upon
You
the
should have. No, you should have
charge.
guessed earlier than that.
I was right, it was 1982 though! You were correct!
No, but like you shouldn't have listened to me.
Why? You were right!
That retro. See, this is an important lesson in logical fallacies. Just because something turned out okay does not mean at the time it was a logical decision, and using the same logic in the future will more often than not lead to failure.
Oh yeah, I know
Ergo,
not to
should
trust you,
listen
but
to
you
me.
were just right.
Ergo, you should not listen to me.
This was a sequence super easy question, because 2 of these answers are correct. Haunted House for the Atari was released in 1982, but Haunted House the arcade game was released a decade earlier in 1972. Pretty cool fact, huh? You probably don't even mind me kidnapping you now that you've learned that. That's one correct question down, but let's see how well you do this round. Maybe you'll get the winner chicken royale. Look, I'm not my element with this video game stuff. I just needed another category for the show. Night Trap was an FMV game released in 1992. It was
Night
so
Trap was
gratuitously
mentioned.
violent that the United States threatened to ban it from store shelves, claiming it encouraged violence against women. This led to the formation of the Self-Regulatory Entertainment Software Ratings Board, most well known as the ESRB. Except one of the things I just said was not true. Can you find the lie in this statement?
My guess is it was not that game.
It was an FMV game released in 1992. It was so gratuitously violent that the U.S. Senate threatened to ban it from store shelves, leading to the
It was
formation
like-
of the ESRB.
It was like the game Night Trap, like just that part of it. No, it's the whole thing. Okay, then I don't know then.
Night Trap was an FMV game released in 1992. It was an FMV game, and in 1992 makes sense for when an FMV game would have come out. It was so gratuitously violent, is it's apparently its own statement here.
Maybe he threatened to ban it from store shelves. That seems like a little out of place with like the U.S. Senate.
Wait a second. Wasn't... Okay, sorry. First of all, I thought that the ESRB formed because of, like, the original Grand Theft Auto. Wait, are you... Check, did you just reference the 40 years of gaming Dan Bull rap? It'd be funny if the reason it was not violent.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Night Trap was not particularly violent, even for the time. While it featured implied threats to young women, the game involved the player initiating non-violent traps against the attackers to prevent said women from being harmed. And no blood or extreme violence was shown, as it would have clashed with its light comedic tone. I wonder what Joe Lieberman would think of this game. Do you think he'd like it? Not all memorable horrific moments in gaming come from horror games.
That is very true.
A certain beloved Nintendo franchise, when making the leap to 3D, petrified kids worldwide with a surprising enemy in a haunted town found in its second half. What game am I referring to? A. Super Mario 64. B. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. C. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Or D. Donkey Kong 64.
It's one of the Zoraldos.
What did it say again?
Which game had a horrifying creature in the second half? And given that it was a jump to 3D, it'd be Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time preceded Majora's Mask.
Correct.
Funsy Bunsies, Lavender Town is in a 2D video game.
At the halfway point of the story in Ocarina of Time, you emerge from the Temple of Time, only to be met by an eerily silent castle town. This is when players are introduced to Reedheads, creatures that shriek when they see you and freeze Link in his place in sheer terror.
Yeah, they're
This
pretty fucking
mirror
scary
the feelings
as a
of many
kid.
children at the time. Well, you literally can't lose this route. Kinda ruins the drama. Horror games have seen some fairly big names join the productions over the years, like Clive Barker, Guillermo del Toro, and H.R. Giger. But only one of these games involved one of these men. Which released game features the creative involvement of one of these three groundbreaking horror creatives? A. At Dead of Night. B. Dark Seed. C. Alien Isolation. Or D.
Dark
Silent
Seed.
Hills.
Yeah, because
Well, technically, Alien is also very Geiger, but I'm pretty sure it's Darkseid.
Alien Isolation was inspired by H.R. Geiger's works, but I don't think H.R. Geiger was involved in the game. Silent Hills did have Guillermo del Toro and such involved, but it never got released. At Dead of Night was that full motion video game I played once on one of the a couple of years ago, and so I'd assume Darkseid has to be the only one.
I mean, was H.R. Geiger alive at the time of Darkseid even?
Darkseid is an FMV computer game from 1992 that features designs created specifically for that.
I thought he was like
game
a
from
back in the day kind of guy.
Well, what'd you say?
I thought he was a back in the day kind of like dead guy.
No, not that far back in the day.
It was rumored that making the game was so traumatic that the lead designer, Mike Dawson, left the games industry because he had a mental breakdown. But he did not, in fact, do that. He actually just moved on to write some episodes of Family Matters.
Wait, what? I didn't know that.
To beat this level, but the final boss is up ahead. Can you
That
survive
Darkseid
my
is
grand
fucking
finale?
insane.
Let's find out.
Have you
And
seen
now, here we
it at all?
are, the grand finale.
No.
Oh man, it's a fucking
I'd say
experience.
choose your final door, but, there's only one left. So just walk in, I guess. Welcome to Block Butcher Video.
Be kind, rewind. We got Jason, we got Freddy, we got Michael Myers. We'll survive. And what will be left of them? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We got Chucky. We got Halloween H2O. We got the Blair Witch Project.
The good news is, we don't charge late fees. The bad news? It's because we kill you if you don't turn it in on time. Michael Myers will behead you. How well do you know your frightful flicks? We're about to find out. Wes Craven kickstarted more famous horror franchises than maybe any other film director. This is partly because of how prolific he was. He also directed a lot of films most people have never heard of. But which of these less famous films was he not involved in? A. Shocker. B. Cemetery Man. C. Deadly Friend. Or D. The People Under the Stairs.
I feel like we've probably seen at least one of these on Red Letter Media. My guess is Shocker.
I'm gonna go with Shocker.
You know what's not a shocker? How wrong you are. Cemetery Man is actually an Italian film based on a novel written by the man who...
See, Mako? I shouldn't have listened to you like you said.
Shout out to the people who remember that Dylan Dog movie starring Brandon Routh.
I didn't say you should pick it. I just said I might recognize it. That doesn't mean it was the right answer.
Friday the 13th is a massive horror franchise, and we all know by now that there's a bunch of films with stupid titles. But there's also a bunch of shit that's not movies in the franchise, and they're just as bad shit. Which of these Friday the 13th media is fake? A. Jason vs. Leatherface. B. Friday the 13th, the series. C. Jason vs. Jason X. Or D. Camp Crystal Lake, the musical.
Okay, musical definitely exists. Series probably exists. I don't think Jason would fight Leatherface because the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was not really a schlock thing. It was more of a drama.
I think that might be like it wants you to think that it's so obvious that it can't be the answer when actually it is the answer.
Jason X is the name of the 10th movie. But like, why would it be Jason versus Jason X? Yeah. It's media check. So like, this is all forms of Friday the 13th media. So this is a television show, presumably. This is a musical. I don't think Jason versus Jason X is a thing. Because, like, Jason X is a real thing, but why would Jason versus Jason X be a thing? It's kind of one of those things where it seems too stupid to be real. Like, I think I have to go with Jason versus Leatherface, because Jason versus Freddy was a thing, but not Leatherface, I don't think.
The only fake one was the musical. musical.
Really?
The others are real. But I'm only interested in talking about the TV show that ran from 1987 to 1990. And if you're thinking that there's no way to make a show about Jason, you're right. The show had nothing to do with him, in fact. It featured cousins who inherited an antique store and sold all of the antiques, only to have to hunt them down again because all the items were cursed. It was originally going to be called The 13th Hour, but a producer decided to slap the franchise name onto it in order to bring in audiences. I guess it kind of worked because they managed to get 72 episodes out of it. It was actually nominated for a few awards, too.
No musical?
And now it's here, in a trivia question about obscure horror media, the highest of honors. Stephen King has had many adaptations of his stories that you may not know came from him at all, especially because many of them don't even share the same title. So here's a lightning round. Tell me which of these films is a Stephen King adaptation. Christine. The Lost Boys. Prince of Darkness. Cujo. Poltergeist. The
Damn, you
Running
know your
Man.
shit.
The Lawnmower Man. The Fog. The Mist.
That's what I'm thinking of.
They Live. The Life of Chuck. And that's it. Let's see how you did. Well. You were either mostly or entirely right, which surprises me, because I just sort of assume you're stupid because of... Well, look at you.
Rude.
But you get the point. You made it to the
You
final
have
two
a
questions alive
MSK
and well.
Markiplier face on you.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? The Fog and the Mist were so similar to that. Yeah, that's why I thought, because I knew he made one of them, but I couldn't remember which, so when I got the version, I was like, okay, the second one's the one he made then.
But can you survive the third act?
Yeah, like, I know some of the things that he has done.
Poltergeist is a very famous horror film.
It is the
which means
first
I
horror
know
film I ever
bullshit
saw.
rumors about it.
And yes, it was some very bullshit rumors.
I'm gonna list 3 bullshit rumors and 1 true fact. Identify the truth. A. Will Sampson performed a real exorcism on set. B. Real skeletons were used for the film. C. The kid who played Robbie was harmed by the clown prop in the film. D. Pea soup was used for the vomiting scene.
Okay, so I only heard one of these, and there's a chance the one that I heard is a rumor that turned out to not be true. But I kind of have to go with it, just because the odds of it, because if it actually was true, that's fucked up. Real skeletons were used in the film.
Guess you're not a
Yeah.
No, that's correct. Real skeletons were used in the pool scene in Poltergeist, as it was apparently less expensive than fake skeletons.
Which is fucking wild. Like, they just used actual straight-up human corpses for props in a movie.
Hell yeah.
I saw that movie as a child.
I
That
let
movie.
someone do that with my skeleton.
It was that movie and then one of the Poltergeist sequels back to back, the one about mirrors. And for whatever reason, that movie ingrained a fear of mirrors into me. Also about falling down an elevator shaft and getting degloved by the fucking winch system.
Use my skeleton in a music video of some kind.
What?
Use my skeleton. When I die, use my skeleton in a music video.
Like that one Will Wood song?
Yeah.
However, JoBeth Williams, the actress who was in that pool, had no idea until after she spent days filming it.
That's fucked up.
I don't even have a joke for that. That's just gross. Did you know there are actors who haven't played movie monsters? It's true. But do you know who? Which of these actors has not played a horror monster? A. Benicio del Toro. B. Salma Hayek. C. Gerard Butler. D. Robert De Niro. Or just none of them. It could be. Or it could not be.
Could be.
Who knows? I mean, I do. I know which one it is.
I kind of want to choose none of these.
That's the game.
It'd be funny.
Correct! Every single one of these people is a monster. You know, the movie. I don't know the personal lives. Also, if you thought I was including Gerard Butler because of Family Opera and not Dracula 2000, shame on you. The Phantom is just a man with a fucked up face. Shame on you. What's your favorite cinematic universe? That's right, Universal's Dark Universe. That's the answer you were gonna say. Which is, as we all know, the cinematic universe officially announced in 2017 that is definitely still a thing. Seeing as you're such a big fan, tell me this. Which of these films is not in the Dark Universe? A. Dracula Untold. B. Hunchback of Notre Dame. C. Bride of Frankenstein. Or D. The Scorpion King.
Has there been another Hunchback movie other than the Disney one?
I guess somebody else could have made one, but like, yeah, but that's the Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's Hunchback on Notre Dame.
Was Bride of Frankenstein the movie announced at this point?
Which
We saw
one?
a trailer for it. To
That's Bride, which is a new version of Bride of Frankenstein. But look, Bride of Frankenstein is a classic monster. Dracula, classic monster. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Hunchback is a classic folktale thing, could be considered as a monster. The Scorpion King is the second Mummy movie.
Like the famously stupid frog, this scorpion has stung you. An
Damn.
equally stupid frog. Dracula Untold was never announced for the Dark Universe. And although people involved in the movie heavily implied it was going to be included in the DU and the press, Universal representatives denied it. Ouch. Must have hurt way more when they later announced the Scorpion King of all things. But that'll come out any day now, and it's gonna change the hierarchy of power in the Dark Universe.
Congratulations! You won! You're now the Bad Quiz Survivor! Great job! You get to live! Can't wait to see you defend your title! See you next year!
Ooh, you got a shirt. I wonder what the secrets were. Anyways, that was game. I could always find
That was
them
pretty
later.
good. Decent amount of effort put into it for what it was.
Yeah, that was a fun little quiz. I love the aesthetics they went with. Okay, we got time for one more game at least. Okay, that one's probably gonna take a while. I always like to get a fun one in there, so let's do this fun, stupid one. This one is probably gonna take like 2 seconds. Also, I just love playing trivia things. Trivia is great. I'm good at trivia.
I would not have won that.
Oh, not at all. You were fucked. Hey, you would have got that one question right if you just believed in yourself.
I didn't.
See, the reason I'm good at trivia is because I have unerring confidence in everything that I say and do.
Shrikinda House. What the fuck is this?
It's a horror game.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna play a quick game of Shrek into House.
Let's kill Doho. Oh, yeah. This looks like a VR chat avatar selector map.
Welcome to Shrek into House. How to play. Collect the Shrek stones. The first Shrek stone is over here.
How the fuck did you find this? And why is it? Was this?
Can you
labeled
escape
horror?
the great maze of Shrek? Rules. Get the Shrek stone to get next level. Don't let Shrek touch you. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. What are you doing in my... Okay. Easy, champ. This was a bad choice. And swoos it. There's a second Shrek! You got shranked! Alright. Back into it. What if it's... what's this way then?
All right.
Cool. Awesome. Let's fucking go. A second Shrek has hit the maze.
Yeah, Penners, but the difference is he would play it for about 3 minutes. But Creed, we'll see.
Okay.
Are these Half-Life 2 assets? I can't tell.
What's Chapman saying? This feels like a Gmod meme map. A rewind slight hurt. I thought it was Blu-ray fetish discourse. Yeah, get back here and get out of my swamp, Flint Lockwood. It's like Slop Vanny would play on a Sunday stream. Yeah, but as Jack said, we 100% that shit. I don't know if this game has diagonal acceleration. Don't try to jump scare me.
Were you not supposed to do that? Check. They didn't even break it. The hallway just like went out into the empty space.
It just the hallway just ended.
Maybe that's as far as they got in development. Was there any other direction to go?
Like a Shrek appeared, so maybe I was supposed to run into the Shrek?
Do you think you were diagonal accelerating too quickly?
Let me try this again. You're gonna show the game on screen?
Oh, I just realized I had Phoenix Point open this whole time. I was not actually playing it. Chat, don't worry.
OBS, you gonna show Shrek in the house? There we go. Thanks for playing Shrek. And yeah, I just happened to. I was so close to like the wall or whatever that I just slid right past the trigger and just did not. It just fell off the map. I won. I won the game by sliding past. Thank you very much. Anyways, that was Shrek into House, a game that will apparently stay on my hard drive for who knows for how long. We got time for another game. This game flagged as malware multiple times while I was trying to download it. So I'm gonna really hope it's not.
I will be right back.
Share my screen. Okay. Warning! This game contains flashing lights and visual effects that may cause discomfort or trigger seizures for some players. If you experience any symptoms, please enable reduced flashing in the accessibility section of the settings menu. Use headphones for better experience. Okay. I assume we'll get the title in a second. Red Booth. Hi, bloom, on, TA, interface, crosshair, on, subtitles, on, subtitle background, on, 2.5, audio master volume, color blindness off, blue slashing off. Okay, so, remember when people were afraid of Jobs? I mean, I know people preferred Bill Gates, but I don't think Jobs was that scary. Red Booth. It is a game about hiding in a booth and getting trapped in a booth. Man, what does booth even mean? I'm just gonna hold up and inspect. Use instruction. Remove handset. Deposit money. Dial number desired. Press the call button. Do I have to? I do like numbers. What the fuck is that? I'm good at numbers. Okay.
I'm here. Don't like being looked at. What's this game called?
Red Booth.
I'm gonna be helping some of the D&D characters soon. I'm waiting for them to message me and then I might head out.
Go away.
What's your emergency? 911, what's your emergency?
I'm glad you appreciated that one. Okay.
What's happening?
I'm effectively playing the game Mastermind.
What's that?
Wrong, close, wrong. Okay.
Is this like
So, yes, we know the number contains 2, 4, 5, 6, and does not contain 1, 3, or 7. Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6. And then 8, 9, 0. Back off.
This mechanic seems incredibly annoying, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 8 is in the correct spot. 6, it gave me an X mark, which means that we don't have, and we've not gained information about 6, so 6 could be there. 9 and 0 are also not part of it. Okay. So let me try and then we could... They're getting closer. Then we could do 2, 4 again. I'm probably gonna lose this. Okay, so... They've changed where the buttons are on the dial. 4, 6... No, wait, 4, 5, 6... 2, yeah, fuck. Back off. 2, 8, and then 6. Wait, no. 5, 6. God damn it.
Did it get you that fucking fast?
What do you mean?
The monster.
Yeah, because every time you push the monster away, the monster will be a little bit closer, it seems. Okay, now that I understand the mechanics of the button presses a little bit more, I'm sure I can get through this. I also did start with 911, so let's do it. So, insert coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Call. Okay, so let's try... just quickly grab that. No, back off. 3, 5, 7. And then... Fuck off! 8, 9, 6, 0. Fuck off. Okay. So, no 9, no 0. So let's try... Fuck off. Coin in. 8, 3. They jumbled the buttons. 8, 3, 7. Fuck off. Fuck off. And then, 5. And then we want to do 7, 6, 6. Okay, fuck off. So let's see. 8, 3, 5, and 6 are the right numbers, but in the wrong spaces. So let's try... Five, 6. Fuck off. 5, 6, 7. 3. 8. No, not that one. 3. 8. 6. And let's just put another 3 in there, I think. Fucking nailed it. Time 4:11. New best. Tries left 2. Attack survive 18. New bet. Hard mode off. You're finishing red boost for the first time. The game is entirely based on random events, which means that the things that happen in one playthrough may or may not happen in the next. Dare to try your luck again? So I guess like that random thing where it like gave the a static response. That's fun. I wasn't actually paying attention to the stickers, if you won't believe it. But yeah, we did it. Okay. Well, I think with that, there was a hard, it said like hard mode. Is there a hard mode? And the stickers are the same as always. I'm not sure there's anything else to really see. In this game, you have 6 tries to guess a randomly generated number. If the light is green, it's correct in the correct spot. If the yellow,
The D&D player has messaged
look at the
me.
monster to scare it away. If it gets too close, she'll run and try the game's over.
I will see you later.
Okay, I was about to end. It was just I wanted to see if there was a hard mode option, but I don't see a hard mode option. So, that's gonna be all. Thank you all for coming this evening. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I know this was a much shorter one than usual, but you know how it is. Today's most loved viewer is gonna go to... That one person who showed up, like, way earlier, who, like, had a reaction that went, like, wait, hold on a second. That person. Whoever that was, that person's the most loved viewer. I always like seeing people I don't recognize. The more people I see in chat who I don't recognize, the more likely you are to be the most loved viewer for that episode. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. Look forward to Friday. Hey, Pen, wait, are you free this Halloween, or do you have plans this Halloween? I was thinking of possibly for a somewhat earlier stream than usual, doing a stream of reading the book for Halloween, in case that's something that you would want. Minecraft can still happen, but we still need it with, like, there's only so many days. I'm still willing to do spooky things that are on days that are not in Halloween, because, like, I'm just that kind of person. I am not bound to the restraints of time. So, but yeah, check. I'm allowed to play horror content in months that are not October. I'm not some sort of fool. I am not weak. I am not bound by these constraints. Do not assume that I am ever bound by temporal requirement. I will happily play horror games in November. It's not like there's much else going on in November. Let's be honest. Let's be real. November is just lesser Halloween. The first half of November is just lesser Halloween. The latter half of November is just lesser Christmas. That's about it. November on its own is not real. But yeah. Sorry, I felt like I was gonna sneeze. Anyways, that's gonna be all. I will talk to you all on the next stream. Good